here's the process. If you're really specifically negative, you're really creating a specifically positive vortex. But you want to say blah, 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 because you don't have access to it anyway, so just trust us, it's there. Believe it or don't, it's there. But the more specific you are, the worse you feel. And the reason you feel so bad is because the specific what you don't want has created a specific what you do want, but you're holding yourself in opposition to it, and that's why you feel bad. You don't feel bad because the world is coming to an economic end. It isn't. But you don't feel bad because you believe that that's what's happening. You feel bad for one reason and one reason only. You're holding yourself apart from specifics that you as a group have been very instrumental in creating a huge solution to which you are holding yourself in vibrational defiance to. That's why it feels so awful. And that's why it's easy to recruit others, because they want it to be different and are afraid that it will not be different. But the more specific you are, the worse you feel for the reasons that we've just stated. And you can't jump over to the specifics because you can't set your radio dial on 68 AM and hear what's being broadcast on 98 FM. The frequencies have to match up. So you can't get there from there. You can get there from there. You just can't do it immediately. So from the specific negative, you've got to find a general negative. That's the best you can do. A general negative. And if you find a general negative, you'll feel better. If you find a general negative, you'll then have access to a general positive. And from a general positive, you can find access to your vortex, and you can do it so much more quickly than you believe that it will make your head spin as fast as the vortex does. So we're going to go generally negative. If you want to, you can speak more of the specific negative if you want to. You want to hear more of his specific negative? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Where's your spirit of adventure? Where's your spirit of endurance? Where's your stiff upper lip? Where's your there's no gain without pain? Come on, come on. So they don't want to do it. So let's go generally negative. There are so many selfish people in this world that aren't looking for the well-being of the masses. There are individuals who would betray their own family if they thought they could get ahead. This is a systemic thing that's been going on for a very long time, and it's going to be hard to stop. People need to be informed about this, because if you don't face a problem, then you can't find a solution. Pretty negative, but it's softer than what you were talking about earlier. So let's get it even a little more general. I don't have to figure this out today. And I suspect this has been going on for a long time. And nobody really understands the whole economy. And the economy is big enough and diverse enough that nobody really holds the keys to all of it. And there have been all kinds of people that have tried all kinds of economic takeovers in corporations or even in nations. And most of those attempts fail because there's a bigger thing going on. And it's interesting to watch how big they have amassed themselves and how much power they seem to have gathered and how well they seem to have positioned themselves, because things keep swirling around on them. They think they've got a handle on it, and then something squirts out in another way. And they think they've got a handle on it, and then something squirts out in another way. And there seems to be a force of well-being that keeps defying it, because this same type of people have been attempting this same type of thing for a very long time, and they keep failing. On a global level, they keep failing because it's not what's in the vortex, and because well-being is in the vortex, it falls into the same category as the Earth keeps spinning in perfect proximity to other planets, and yet we as humans have not figured out how to scrape enough dirt together to launch another planet into orbit. The food still continues to thrive. There's more robust food and living on this planet than ever before. You'd think it would have petered out by now, as stupid and negative as humans are. And yet, we're speaking from your stupid human perspective there. We don't think you're stupid, but we do think you're human, and we do think you focus on things. So in that same spirit, the well-being does keep persevering. The well-being does. The pendulum keeps swinging. And in that pendulum is, we know what we don't want, we know what we do want, and the well-being keeps surviving. So now, can you feel we went from specifically negative to generally negative? Now we're getting sort of generally positive. Things do have a way of working out, and I can't control it anyway. All I can control is my own relationship with my own economy. And maybe maybe as things are not working out very well for me, I cling to these ideas as justification of why things aren't going better for me. In other words, if I'm not thriving in the way that I want to, then justifying why the whole world isn't thriving does sort of soothe me temporarily. But now I've gotten myself into something that is so specifically unwanted, and now I want to start moving more toward the solution. So these are things that I know for sure. I believe that the vortex exists. Do you? Do you believe that there is a vibrational precursor to everything that manifests? I believe that the vortex exists. I believe that source energy stands in that vortex, holding the vibration exactly as we have furthest reached for it. And I believe that these people that I'm pushing so hard against have been strong catalysts in putting a whole lot more in the vortex. I believe our economic recovery is bigger and more probable than it has ever been because of the efforts that they are offering. I believe that the solution is bigger because they've made the problem bigger. And as the problem gets bigger, the solution gets bigger. And I love the idea of being part of claiming the solution. I love the idea of being one, and there always have been these people, of being one who thrives in the worst economic times. There have always been those who thrive in the worst of economic times. And they are not necessarily the people that are holding the keys to the whole system. Often those guys are the ones that get caught in the crack. It's sort of like playing the game of musical chairs. Often they're the one. How often do people play that game and they're the one that's off the chair when the music stops? In other words, in all of those economic games that are played, those people that know the most don't always succeed. That's why their desire to succeed is greater and greater and greater. That's why they're who they are. They've been playing this game longer. They've been playing the game of manipulating and failing and manipulating and failing and manipulating and failing long enough that they've become master manipulators and master contributors to the vortex of well-being, you see. And now I, as an individual, are going to make my claim to the part of the vortex that is there for me. I'm not going to claim it all. We're going to give you one more piece to this. This economic pie, the thing that humans do that is a flawed premise is that they assume that there is an economic pie that now is being split up by this 9 entities or however many you have identified. There's just a handful of people that are splitting up the pie. We say, really? Really? If you all are splitting up the pie that is the what is pie, you're missing the fortune that's in the vortex pie. This is where it's at, you see. Where do you think economy comes from? It hasn't been that long ago you were trading beads and furs. That was your economic chickens. It was a messy, smelly meeting. You all brought chickens in various degrees of disgusting disintegration. Do you believe in the existence of the vortex? Do you believe that the economy in the vortex is bigger and better than it has ever been because of what's going on? Do you believe that you as an individual have the power to claim your economic well-being, that you can be one of those who thrives in maybe not the best of economic times? Do you believe in the well-being of the vortex? Do you believe that well-being is dominant? Do you believe in the survival of the planet? Do you believe in the survival of the economic well-being? Of course you do. Are you at the place almost where you can not push against those people, but actually revere them for their efforts, for their contribution to the solution, which you now, because of this conversation, have accessed in a way that you have never had access before? You are, as you've listened in, you are in a vibrational place to proclaim and claim your rightfulness to the vibrational abundance that is there. And as you practice these thoughts, and you will, in new ways, manifestation will be fast on the heels. As soon as today, there will be evidence for many of you that your economic tides have turned because of this work. You could be looking at this thing, and let's call it, for sake of this analogy, something unwanted. And this is the point we want to make with you. Without even realizing it, your observation of your current financial condition or your physical condition or your relationship condition or whatever it is that you're focusing upon, your attention to it is causing a vibrational response in you which equals your point of attraction. Now, your point of attraction isn't something that's going to happen tomorrow or the next day or the next day. Your point of attraction is something that's manifesting now. So much so that this thought and this conversation that you've got going on is going to cause the next people who walk into your experience to reflect back to you precisely what it is you've got going on. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to how close on the heels of what you're feeling, especially if you're feeling it strongly, the manifestation follows. And then the real fun is to recognize, either because the feeling didn't feel good or because the manifestation doesn't feel good. Maybe somebody says something to you that you didn't like, that you didn't think they should have said, that you didn't really believe you had coming, and that most of all you don't ever want to hear it again. But you're hearing it, it's happening. And why is it happening? Is it happening because reality has descended on you? Or is it happening in response to a vibrational stance that you've been practicing that you maybe didn't even know you were practicing until it manifested? But here it is. Reality happens. We've seen the bumper stickers. We like this one better. Reality happens. So then you say, we want you to say, oh, but I get this stuff. I know that I'm the creator of my own experience. I'm not a regurgitator. I observed that, and I had a regurgitating knee-jerk response to it, which I kept practicing because it was really absurd and obscene what happened. And so I told everybody that I saw for a while, do you know what that guy said? Do you know what he said? Do you know what he said? Do you know what he did? Do you know how he made me feel? So you keep it going for a little while, but in all of that, launching, clarifying, vortexing, creating, doing the vibrational precursoring, it's not a word, but write it down anyway, to what future manifestations can be depending upon what you do vibrationally. In other words, you've launched the rockets. The potential is there for the new and improved experience. The question is, are you going to keep regurgitating what is, because after all, that guy was really out of line? Or are you going to take the bounce and practice, and here are the operative words, practice the less easy vibration, because that's the easy vibration. You just observed it. All of your physical senses told you it was reality. And if you gathered together with others and went on some of those talk shows, most of the people would agree with you that that person was a misbehaving person and that you are right. But we are wanting to say to you, it doesn't matter how right you are in your negative emotion or in your pushing against. You are depriving yourself of the creation that has been born out of it, and you can't feel good until you come along with the new creation, because you got to keep up with you. You got to keep up with you. Those people outside the vortex set on manipulating or controlling are causing those like you to know more clearly what you do want, creating a better economic environment. That source energy is on. So if you keep talking to yourself about the power of these out of the vortex peons, we love them very much, in relationship to the vortex, then you realize, you see, it's always been, every now and again, and we will let you speak again, every now and again, Esther or Jerry or one of you will find some injustice and focus upon it. And we always like to remind you, when you get back into the vibrational vicinity where you can hear us, that everyone is selfishly oriented. And everyone is doing what they believe is best for self. But if you are not understanding the fuller picture, there are a lot of people who, in their selfishness, want what's best globally. There are a lot of people in their selfishness want what's best individually or with their little group. In other words, watch what goes on in politics. Aren't you astonished at how partisan politics are, to the point where they have lost their ability to be rational in their determination to be party loyal? They look like idiots at times as they speak the utterly implausible in order to maintain party loyalty. And yet, what we're wanting to say with all of that is that in all of that, there is a launching of desire that you as an individual or you as a group could line up with and be part of the solution rather than part of the problem. And a lot of people, and we know your group really subscribes to this, believe that if you're not informed, that you can't be part of the solution. And we will go along with it, that the more detailed you are,